Oh.
Yeah, I think it's recording.
I think the volume's okay.
I can hear it okay.
That one I could hear you.
I don't know, they were having issues with sound when we were in the board meeting last week.
That's true.
Oh, I don't know if that's.
How are you, Mr. Miller?
No, it was just.
They
A call to order the meeting of the Delta Township Planning Commission for June 24th, 2024. If everybody would rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Secretary, will you call the roll?
I'm gonna try, I don't have a watch. See who's here though. Oh, somebody's got me together. Mr. Commissioner Mudry,
Here.
Commissioner Bradley. No, Commissioner Kozinski,
Here.
Commissioner Proctor.
Here.
Commissioner McConnell is present. Commissioner Schweitzer is absent and Commissioner Meta
Oh, he's here.
and Commissioner Weinfeld is not here. Let's see, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a quorum. Everybody booked together.
Nobody's allowed to leave.
Right. Yeah. Okay, approval of the minutes, do I have, or approval of agenda, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Support. Moved and supported, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the minutes for the June 10th, 2024 meeting. Do I have a motion?
Move the minutes.
Support.
Moved and supported. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Correspondence, we have none. Old business, we have none. Public hearings, we have none. So we're on to other business. Will the secretary read the,
Okay. Mr. Vice Chair. We have other business, PPS SP 24-05, site plan review, 4930 South Christ Road, Tailgaters Convenience Store with gas station and drive-through restaurant. A proposed 8,410 square foot gas station, convenience store and drive-through restaurant with 66 parking spaces, 16 gas fueling pumps and 6 diesel fueling pumps.
Thank you. So before the commission today, we have a site plan review for Tailgaters, which, as Mr. McConnell said, is a gas station with a drive-through restaurant. The parcel is located along the southwest corner of Kreitz and Lansing Road and also has frontage on Empire Way. The current zoning district is commercial. The north property is a mini storage facility and is industrially zoned. To the south is commercial and vacant. East is industrial and the Ryder Trucking rental building. West is industrial, which is Ardo Warehousing LLC. Going through the standards of review of section 6.07B, we find that the first three, the applicant has met. Number 4, the proposed development provides for proper development of roads, easements, and public utilities. We're finding it's to be determined. We've received cursory comments from Eaton County Road and MDOT, nothing official. There is some conversation that we received at the end of the day from Eaton County Road Commission about the location of the proposed curb cut to the north. Granted, that will be something that Eaton County Road will have to approve and is beyond the scope of what we can comment on. Number 5, all building or groups of buildings shall be arranged to permit necessary emergency vehicle access as required by the fire department. Currently, this does not meet the standard. The fire department has provided comments, which we will get to the applicant regarding fire access road design and the required signage for lanes and hydrants. Number 6, for site access and circulation shall be designed to ensure the safe and convenient movement of vehicles, bicycles, pedestrians, and transit where applicable. The Eaton County Road Commission has not provided comments. Well, at the time, they had not provided comments. Like I said earlier, we do have comments regarding that. Non-motorized transportation improvements beyond the traditional sidewalk system, which provides walks in front of homes and non-residential uses adjacent to roadways, may be required. The improvements could include trails, shared use pathways, and traditional sidewalks. At this time, the non-motorized plan does not have any stated projects in this area. However, the engineering department is looking for possible future uses where we might be requiring a future easement. But just easement language, no construction of any facilities at this time. And that kind of ties into this one, that easement shall be provided for non-motorized transportation facilities. Design of the storm sewers, again, this is under the review of Eaton County Drain Office, which we have not received comments from. On-site stormwater facilities shall be provided. The Drain Office has the plan. We are still waiting for their comments. Wastewater systems, the engineering utility departments have reviewed the plans and found some issues, but very minor. The fire inspector has made note that because of the underground tanks and the fuel storage, this review must be conducted by the State of Michigan Bureau of Fire Services Storage Tank Division. The owner is currently running 3 other gas stations and is well aware of the requirements his industry requires. Site plan shall comply with all applicable township ordinance and any other applicable laws. If this does get approval tonight, it'll be, under administrative review for the remainder, and we'll make sure that everything is correctly noted that needs to be. These are comments that I had. The original submission didn't include a photometric plan. The applicant did submit one earlier today, which I've already provided comments for. And then just a couple other things. Parking calculations need to be shown on the plan. The dumpster pad is located in the front yard area and needs to be relocated. Distance of the fuel islands need to be shown from the property lines, not back of curb. Stacking the driveway needs to have the 10 by 20 boxes, which is required by our zoning ordinance. I don't have any concerns about them being able to meet the standard. It just needs to be shown adequately. And then this is just another comment that proposed signage is shown on the plan incorrectly. And the town or the department and Mr. Haddad have already discussed how the sign ordinance affects his project. So staff is recommending approval of the site plan with conditions, which there are 8. The applicant is here to take any questions which you'd like, and I am more than happy to answer any questions you may have.
Would the applicant like to speak or have a representative speak on his behalf? Please state your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Jeff Haddad from 4930 Kreitz Road in Lansing. I'd like to say thank you for your consideration of this project. We're happy to be joining Delta Township. I think you'll really like the final product when it's all said and done. Any questions?
Comments, questions from the board?
I do have a question. Probably not so much for you, but maybe for David.
Okay.
David, did I hear you correctly when you said that there's a review from Eaton County on the placement of the driveway to the north? Just based on the site plan that we're seeing, is that driveway right at the very edge of that property line?
It is.
So in those types of scenarios, how would that be remedied?
That is the question that Mr. Haddad is going to find out tomorrow.
Okay, very good.
Yep, I've got my work cut out for me, it looks like.
Apparently so.
Yeah, they'll work with the drain or the road commission to see if there's any changes or if there is we think that there's an appeal process or variance process through the road commission, if that's necessary.
It's kind of a curveball in the final hour, in my opinion. We thought we had approval, but looks like we've got some things to work on still, so.
Just that one, yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Any other comments from commissioners?
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Moudry?
Staff, I don't think I've ever seen a site plan come with so many TBDs written in it. I'm going to support this because I know that staff will hold them to making sure that everything is okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah, I had just a couple of comments with regard to the entries and exits to the site. With the roads that are there, I think you're gonna have to give careful consideration. The Lansing Road exit obviously is gonna have to be right turn only for an exit, given that the highway is divided at that point. I'm concerned about the exit on Kreitz, given its proximity to the intersection and how busy that intersection can get. If there is a way to do it, my personal recommendation would be to make that a right turn only as well. Because trying to turn left and you're in that proximity to the intersection, when people are turning left off Lansing Road to go north on Kreitz, they're gonna be on top of somebody turning left out of your sight before they can even see them. So if there is a way to do it, I would strongly advocate for that. That being said, if it's permitted, the optimal exit would appear to be, entry is not a problem for any of them, obviously. The optimal exit would appear to be on Empire, where if they went out, they could go left, left again at the dead end and come to a signaled intersection, which would allow any movement in a safe way. And if they wanted to turn north onto Kreitz, they have another signaled intersection, so those turns could be made safely. It's not quite as convenient, but I think it's safer, and I think a lot of times a day it may be quicker given the way that intersection backs up. But I just wanted to be on the record with my concerns about particularly the exits from that site.
Yeah, understood.
And that was one of the comments from Matt Hannis in the road commission, was that the entrance off Kreitz would be right turn only.
And then the entrance off of Lansing Road, actually so a little explanation on that entrance, there was a plat restriction limiting access, actually prohibiting access on that road originally. And it came to the township board about a month ago. And the applicant worked with MDOT and the county to have that restriction removed from the plat. The township also had to sign off on that. So that happened, but what the caveat to that was the restriction was right in, right out only. So so both of those that you mentioned will be obligated to do right in, right out.
Thank you.
May I add something? We've also done a traffic impact study, so a full study was done on the site. And all those safety concerns were taken into consideration, and I think some of those were noted, so, yeah.
Good, thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Moudry.
Mr. Head,
Yes,
it appears it's going to be a Dunkin' Donuts restaurant.
exactly.
Okay, so what are you going to be serving other than donuts?
Coffee, anything that you typically find at a Dunkin' Donuts, and then convenience store items, so.
Sandwiches?
Yeah, from Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, yeah, breakfast sandwiches.
It's been a long time since I've been to a Dunkin' Donuts.
On your side of town.
I get the coffee part.
We're
Yeah.
proud of you, Mark.
And then the convenience store's got anything that you typically find at a convenience store, so in a pretty wide variety of items, so. Beer, wine, packaged liquor,
Oh,
candy bars, soda, all your goodies.
okay, thank you.
Yep.
So I assume it's very similar to the one up on Airport Road that you have. Is that yours?
Yeah, yes. Yep, exactly. Just a little with some improvements.
Any additional comments or questions from the commissioners or anyone else? Okay, with no further questions or comments, what is the pleasure of the board or the commission?
I move that the Delta Township Planning Commission approve the site plan for tailgaters for an 8,410 square foot gas station / convenience store and drive-through restaurant with 66 parking spaces, 16 gas fueling pumps, and 6 diesel fueling pumps, with the following stipulations, of which there are 8 as submitted in our packet for today's.
Do I have support?
Support.
Yeah, this doesn't need a roll call vote, does it?
No.
So we have a motion. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The motion carries.
Thank you for your support.
So now you'll be working directly with staff to get the odds and ends figured out. You know, if there is outside reviews, we will need those submitted to us.
Perfect. Yep, we'll get those taken care of.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
you.
Okay, do we have any comments from anyone on items not on the agenda? Would not appear so. So, planning director comments?
Oh, the only thing I'll mention is projects that have come through this group. D&K Truck was approved at last week's board meeting, their final site plan and special land use permit, so they are all good to go. They're in the administrative stage of working on finishing out their site plan with the team. We did receive an application for the construction of a Best Buy at the Delta Crossings Shopping Center. So
That rumor was true then.
so it's about a 25,000 square foot footprint, which is smaller than the current facility over here by the mall.
Are we gonna get another swap on that where they're gonna get rid of the Lansing Mall and move out here?
I don't know I don't know what's next, but I know that one for sure. So that's where we're at with that. We haven't had nothing new for this group's anything else, but thank you.
Peter,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Peter. Is there anything going on at Kreitz and St. Joe, the old Marquardt farm property? I've heard
Nothing official.
rumors.
Yeah, we've talked to people about development of that site under a couple different scenarios, but nothing official or that I could share here.
A little bit of fishing, maybe.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing official. And if anything comes along, I'll certainly announce it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any planning commissioner comments? Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Well, Mr. Chair,
Mhm.
I just wanted to comment that on behalf of the planning commission, I was able to make some comments for Gary's retirement. And I think he appreciated it. And was given a gift on behalf of all of us. And the significance of it was they had MSU written on it. So, but Mark Mudry was there with me, as well as one of the members of the ZBA board. And he also got a nice resolution from Delta Township. So
I would pass along my compliments and thanks to Bob, both the writing of what he presented and the presentation of it on behalf of the commission. Thank you very much for doing that, Bob. It's very much appreciated.
happy to do it. Thank you.
Did a great job, Robert. Great job.
Does that get an increase in pay?
50%.
If I could share something as well, so I did talk to Gary after that event. He was just tickled by all the attention, and it's at least that was my impression of it. Very appreciative. And then I did get his personal email address. So for Mr. Schweitzer wrote something to him. I have his inbox. his township email, and he had written something to him, so I was able to forward that along to Gary so he could see it. But if anyone else wanted to say, I'm not saying you have to, but if you do want to communicate with him, tomorrow I'll send out his email address, and he gave me permission to share that with you. So if anyone wanted to reach out and he didn't get a chance to say something to him, that would be,
Great,
he'd be welcoming that.
great, thank you. Anything further? Is there anything further? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
You got it.
Support. All those in favor? Aye. We are adjourned.
You didn't beat